I'm starting to see a pattern, and that pattern is that many people who are in the business of creating amazing business or amazing art, amazing music, whatever, we have this thing inside of us which says, you have to be the best. And because we put this unnecessary pressure on ourselves of being the best, many times we don't release what we want to release. We don't want to press publish on the book or press send on that email pitch or whatever. We feel like we have to be the best, and therefore many times we just sit in fear and sit on the bench. I had this recently in my own life. I do these podcasts, and I've been experimenting with a podcast for the last 18 months, but I kind of don't record one until I feel inspired or until I feel like it's time, or maybe I got everything else done. And as a result, I was doing this podcast, and again, unnecessary pressure of having it be the best episode. And then I realized something. I realized that, best isn't the goal. Now, I understand that a lot of us might feel like, well, gee, I don't want to put out junk. I don't want to put out something that's less than stellar. And I get it. But here's the point. If you're a doctor and you're doing surgery, and you have surgeries all day, every day, it's not like you say, well, you know what? I don't want to do this next surgery unless I totally feel it, unless I'm absolutely convinced it could be the best surgery I've ever done in my life before. Obviously, if you did that and you were a surgeon, you'd basically never do surgeries. There is something for showing up. There is something for consistency. And we expect it in every other profession. We expect it with people who do oil changes. It's not like the person said, this next oil change is going to be the best oil change I've ever done. In other words, they do it, they're fully engaged, and they make it happen. And I think sometimes when we're in the thought space, whatever, content creators, writing books, starting businesses, beginning ministries, whatever, I think a lot of times early in the startup phase, we feel like I'm not going to do it until it's absolutely perfect. And folks, that is not fair to you, but it's also not fair to your audience as well. And so what I did recently is I said, rather than shoot to be the best podcast, the best book, whatever, I'm going to shoot to be consistent. And yesterday I kind of made that commitment, and I sent it out to all my list, and they were excited. They said, Kary, I'm so glad that you are, your goal now is consistency. So every Monday now it's Mission Monday, and every Mission Monday is going to be a podcast episode, and then also an e-newsletter. And for those that like that e-newsletter, it's just text Igniter, IGNITER, Igniter to 33444. So if you text Igniter, IGNITER to 33444, from now on, you will get that Mission Monday. And my goal is to say, test me, because I've put myself on the line now. Just like anybody, I can beat myself up and say, this has got to be perfect. It's got to be the best. And anyone who's ever written a book or started a business or done anything, that is impossible to have that perfection every single time. Consistency is much more the key. This is what all the superstars do. They show up, they show up filled up, they show up for their practice, and they make it happen. So if that's you today, I want to challenge you to be consistent. See consistency rather than greatness. And trust me, you and your tribe and your readers and your fans and your followers will love you for it, because they just want to see you. They don't want to see perfection, because they can relate to imperfection, because that's what unites us. This is Kary Oberbrunner. Be a soul on fire today.